Coy Jandreau, Real Rejects official team up. Finally.
How are you?
So excited.
So
man.
good to see you, buddy.
Favorite movie of Q1, man.
What?
I am so happy.
Thank you.
Yes.
It means literally the world coming.
I've seen everything, and this was my most anticipated for the beginning of the year. And the balance you guys find in the romance feels so real, and I love the chemistry. Was there any sort of influence in pop culture? Was there a song? Was there a couple in real life that went into charming you guys together?
Ooh.
There were songs.
There were songs.
We both found out very quickly that we both had very extensive playlists for our characters, and I don't know if you had them, I had crossover songs. So I'd be like, this is my song for Nate and Sherry.
Well, there was one song in particular that played for me. First Day of My Life by... Oh, it's fine. It's a great song, and it kind of like it really...
You did the song Lua, I think.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Okay. It's a great song. And I think that movies-wise, I remember watching a lot of... this is the first time I've really used other movies to help me in a movie. But like, obviously, action movies out of the 80s, stuff that's character-based, and, you know, we care about the action because we care about the people doing it. But also stuff like True Romance and oh god, Before Sunrise, just movies where people fall in love very quickly because you know the whole movie hinges on you rooting for this relationship. Yeah. So we wanted to make sure we rehearsed.
A couple who's been on one date, which is crazy.
But it's the biggest display of love, the movie, and I love that. That's like,
but yeah, we worked on it for weeks, and you know, it was so intentional. I think on the part of Dan and Bobby, also everyone was aware that is a crazy thing to do.
Yeah,
and so. And so we all were like, okay, how do we find this? How do we make it work? How do we
make it to that Nathan Quaid isn't just an absolute psychopath stalker? Yeah.
You gotta have tones of that. Yeah. But I also love that this is a huge IP feeling movie, but it's original. So you get to incorporate some of your own things.
Not based on anything. Like it's as much as I love franchises and genre and all that stuff.
And you're not a stranger to either. Neither of you are strangers to IP.
Yeah.
I just love that this is our own little thing. Yeah, it's cool.
So getting to put your fingerprints on now classic iconography, the leather jacket scene, the Sherry Cherry, there's moments that feel immediately classic. Was there anything that you wanted to put your finger, like I can tell this guy listens to Nick Drake. Was there anything you wanted to put your fingerprints on? You're like, this is going to be like a cult or classic that we want to feel like a pop culture resonate?
Oh man. I mean, like you brought up outfits. Like I always love. I mean, you can't control it, but my favorite thing in the world is seeing anyone cosplaying as any character I've ever played. Yeah. So if there's any Nathan Kane cosplaying, it'll warm my heart so much.
I can see it.
And anyone dresses as Nate, I'm in.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I second that. The looks
pretty iconic.
I really loved the looks in this movie for Sherry. They were so like fun and cute, and and also thank you for keying into Sherry Cherry.
Yeah,
that is what we named. I don't remember. I assume I was the first person to say that. I don't know if that's true.
Probably you were on the set. Like you're like Sherry.
But I realized that she does not have a last name that we know of, and so we playfully named her Sherry Cherry, and that just is her name.
Well, one last question for you guys. Canon Sherry Cherry IMDb update.
It's original IP.
This is here in this interview. My last question for you is: we were lucky enough, the three of us all got to see Prey in theaters, and that movie is made for we crashed an interview together.
Was that when I first met you?
That was the first time you and I crashed something together, not in a party. Like that was the first time we evolved into like a red carpet. Let's terrorize the red carpet.
Yes, true.
So yes, it's essential that movie bring back to this moment because it was a theatrical film to me, and I think it should have gotten a theatrical release. That's my big modern like theaters.
Yeah.
This movie is so theatrical. I'm seeing it again in regular AMC. I'm going to the premiere with you guys Monday. I can't wait to watch the crowd.
Yeah.
What moments are you most excited to watch people watch?
I got really lucky recently. I got to go to Austin, Texas to some of our early screenings, and I snuck into one of the theaters during the kitchen fight scene. And it was one of those moments where I was a little nervous coming in because I'm like, okay, I really hope they get what we're doing. And then the noises I heard were like, these are the correct noises, like nervous laughter, screaming, whatever this sound is. It was all there. But I think I'm really looking forward to, there's one scene where Nate's getting tortured and he has to kind of pretend to feel pain. I'm excited to see that. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, everything in that.
Yeah, they're all just crazy.
It's very fun.
All of the action sequences are so unique.
Yeah. It's such a roller coaster. I can't wait for audience to see it. I truly loved it. And when we sit down for longer, the acting is so good. You guys truly crushed. It's so special. Like really something special.
Dude, this means the absolute world coming from you. And I'm so happy I got to see you.
Yeah, I wanted no one to tell you. I wanted to like walk in and be like, ah. So, and in honor.
Wild Coy has appeared.
Congrats, man. It's been wonderful to see your face.
You're the best.
I'm Coy Jandreau here with The Real Rejects, sitting down with 2 stars, one of my favorite movies of the year, my favorite movie of the first quarter. I love NOVOCAINE, guys.
Awesome. Nice.
Absolute blast. I gotta ask though, this script is obviously sensational, but you've talked a lot about not wanting to be in the limelight and like trying to keep reserved, and this is obviously gonna elevate that.
Yeah.
What was it about this script that you were like, all right, this is worth dealing with the world?
Yeah. Still don't know about that.
I have regrets. I have immediate regrets.
I'm here to say I regret it.
I'm retiring, actually.
I'm done. No, it's so much fun. You know, it's so much fun, and I think a chance to work with Dan and Bobby. You know, their films are so great, and they're such great dudes. And Jack is someone that I've heard about. He's like literally notoriously intimidatingly nice. So I just felt so. For a while, it took me to be like, "You belong here. It's okay. right. You can have a good time. Right. You know, like, yeah." So it was just a great experience, and I couldn't be more grateful to be a part of this project. Yeah.
And big life moment for you, you just got engaged?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
The word fiance is so fun to say.
It's
got
new.
engaged recently, and just saying it.
It's
like,
honestly, you feel more adult.
right, you're like, this is French. Look, we're doing a film about love. It's not just a fiance. Like, there's an air of like, with the film about love. Like, this is a very romantic.
Absolutely.
What's it been like riding those 2 waves of love, man?
It's been amazing. You know, I think that I think my fiance is very like, she's not gonna expect that people knew about it. So I think she's very, very happy about it. But she loves it. We really love each other, and like life has been really awesome, and like getting to work and all these things. Like life is just beautiful. I can't really. It's there's nothing to complain about. There's nothing really to complain about for sure.
Speaking of beautiful, I love Cape Town. I got an Africa burn. There's a Burning Man.
Yeah. I almost got
Insane.
I had 4 days off, and I was like, wait.
Next time.
I'm
right. It sounds awesome.
I almost went. I'm not even kidding. I almost.
Sounds awesome.
I would change an entire year schedule to go. Like, highly recommend.
God.
Like Cape Town, like sensational place. I had a great time there. What was your experience like? They're shooting for San Diego and Cape Town. I love. But like, what was your time in Cape Town like?
God, I mean, it was beautiful. Really getting to travel around and really see like how like the nature and just like how amazing the people are there. It just was. Everyone was so welcoming and so fun and like really wanting you to see the country as well. Yeah.
I mean, the topography is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
You have the ocean, you have the mountains, you have the
the city right next to it. It's
Mountain like above you.
so
the clouds. Oh my God, it was crazy.
breathtakingly gorgeous, and then the
right.
people are incredible.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I had my Pauline's coffee shop. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that.
Dude, the Pauline's Pauline's is incredible.
I literally went to Pauline's every single day.
Best coffee I've had made
So great.
In the world.
So
I
great.
still get Impumzi, my driver, is a very good friend of mine still. He just had a child. Congratulations.
Congrats.
He sends me beans from Pauline. After that, I'm like,
Never traveling, I'm like popping at Pauline's. All right, last question for you. I love you at the same experience. So this is like the ultimate romantic gesture, but it's also a movie about friendship.
Yeah.
And you were both like, with Smile 2, everybody talks about the bond.
Yes.
With your videos with Thomas and Zendaya, there's always that bond.
Sure.
What was it like forming friendships while also doing a movie that's about the ultimate romantic gesture? How did you guys all bond and see that love?
I mean, I think, more the first thing is that everyone was just great people.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier to get along with people who are like just nice and professional. And then like you kind of just like move on from there, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it really easy. Like when I watch the movie, I can tell, you can remember the days on set, and sometimes you're like, that was a horrible day. But most of the time, I'm like, I could actually tell we were having
The best time.
because we were. It was just so much fun. Like
Exactly.
It tracks. It totally plays. And the romance is great. The action is great. This meant a lot to me that this was this good. You guys
That's
are
awesome.
really
Good, man.
Thank you so
Good.
much.
Thank you so
Pleasure to
much.
meet you guys.
Thank you
Pleasure
so
to meet you
much.
too, man.
Thank you.